What's up, guys? It's Tate down here at ICAST. We're at the Geecrack booth. We got this new big bellow shad in coming out for you guys. Alton's gonna kind of break it down for you guys and show you guys a look at it.
Yeah, so one of the things that's cool, you notice like with a lot of JDM products, there's like, you get your standard sizes, but where JDM really excels is like the super small baits and then your super big baits, right? Yep. You go one way or the other. And we've got the 3.8 bellow shad, but now we're working on coming out with, this is a 6.8 inch bait. You know, the bellows gill, they've got the 5.8, it's a really big bait, catches really big fish. And so we're kind of trying to push into that profile, that size, to get those kicker bites with the 6.8. I played around with some of the prototypes. It's pretty wicked how much this thing moves in the water. Yeah, guys, this thing freaking looks insane, guys. I know I'm super excited. I can't wait to get my hands on it. Make sure you guys keep checking our website, copperstatetackle.com, and hopefully we have them in stock soon for you guys. Thanks for watching. We got the Aimu Kamushi and some new sizes for you guys. Alton's gonna break them down for you guys real quick. Yeah, so, you know, dude, fishing's getting tougher everywhere we go based off of pressure and things like that. The Imo Kamushi with the 95 has been a big bait for me whenever these fish are offshore and things like that. But, you know, needed a little bit more finessey size for certain scenarios, especially fishing for smallmouth. And so we've got a 60 millimeter and a 40 millimeter now. The 40 and the 60 are you can get them in the SAF material, so you can fish them weightless like I do the big one, or you can also get them in the elastomer, which is going to make them float. Whether you're throwing them on a Ned rig, they're going to stand up real well, or on a drop shot if you want them to suspend above grass. So there's a lot of different versatile applications for it, but like it gets their interest, you know. With the skirt material on it and stuff, it's really unique.
Yeah, they really are. Yeah, guys, those are actually available right now on the website, copperstatetackle.com. So make sure you guys go get your hands on some before they're out of stock, guys. Thanks for watching. We got our man Alton Jones Jr. right here. He's going to show you guys the brand new size in the bellows gill swimmer.
Yeah, so we got the bellows gill swimmer here. We've had a 4.2 for a long time. It's a pretty big, bulky bait. You know, we're needing a little bit more of a finessey size, so now we've got a 3.2 inch. You know, there's a lot of paddle tail swim baits on the market, but this one with the profile, you know, kind of a bluegill profile and this really small boot tail. The bait doesn't have a ton of crazy action. It's kind of subtle finesse in the world of swim baits. You know? The action's really just in the tail. So especially, you know, in clear water scenarios, definitely something that I look for is the subtleties rather than those loud, crazy baits. So this bait fits perfectly in that category.
What's up, guys? It's Tate with Copperstate Tackle. We're down here at ICAST at the Daiwa booth. We got the man's Jared Lintner and Cody Meyer right here. They're going to break down the all-new Tatula Elite AGS rods for you guys. What do we got here, boys?
Yeah, man. So both Jared and I are really excited. You know, the Tatula Elite lineup came out in about 2017. We revamped the whole lineup. So we added some new SKUs, but we also took the old Tatula Elite rods and we made them look different, but we added a couple key features as well. You know, starting with the color, you can see it's going to be a different color here. You go up top on the AGS model only, but it's going to be an unpainted blank up here. Of course, we're going to have the same great guides, same great actions. So we're not changing the actions up, but also a different handle. You know, each guy kind of went through their rods and, you know, hey, what do you want to change? And I wanted to change the handle on my rod here just to make it more comfortable. It's a little slimmer. It's actually more balanced now. All these rods
are super light.
Yes.
I fish with many of the Daiwa rods, and these AGS, the air guide system, lightens up the weight of the rod, increases sensitivity, and they actually added a couple models from Chris and Corey Johnson.
Yes.
And like he said, they modified some, tweaked some, made it just a little bit better than the traditional Elite rod. So super impressive.
Super impressive. They're lighter. They're better. Like you say, more sensitive. So really cool, Jared. You know, I mean, you got. This is
7'6".
Yeah.
Flipping stick.
Yeah.
One of my favorites. I mean, I'm a flipper. He's a spinning rod guy, so got the whole lineup here. But yeah, no, you can see when you put a Tatula, the new Tatula 100 on here, it's perfectly balanced. It's unbelievable. So super impressive.
Yeah, it's exciting stuff.
Sometimes he knows what he's talking about. Most of the time, not. But building a rod, maybe a little.
What's up, guys? It's Tate with Copperstate Tackle. We're down here at the Daiwa booth at ICAST. We got the man Brent Ehrler right here. He's going to break down the all-new Tatula for you guys. What do we got going on here, Brent?
So this is a brand new Tatula 100. It's basically an upgraded version of a reel that we already had in the line. Biggest difference is the hyperdrive design. Hyperdrive design is basically a 4-part system inside this reel. First one is digigear. Digigear are really fine-toothed gears in there. So there's really fine teeth in there. And what happens with that is when they're finer, there's more connection points in there that fit together, which makes that a lot smoother. So if you can imagine, instead of having 10 teeth connected at one time in that gear, there might be 15 or 20. It just makes a smoother reel. Okay. We have an upgraded clutch on here as well. More durable, crisper, cleaner when you're engaging that spool. There's a supported pinion gear that has ball bearings on either side, so that's going to be another thing that makes this reel more durable and a lot smoother. And then basically the last part of that component is a metal frame, metal side plate. So if you can imagine any kind of reel that has torque on it, when you put all of those things together and you have a weak frame, it's going to bend in use, and you're going to end up breaking that reel down. So if you have that metal frame, metal side plate, it's going to be a lot more durable and keep all those things in that hyperdrive design together and make it a more durable, smoother, and better reel all around.
Yeah.
So a lot to it.
Yeah, guys, I've been playing with this thing around here. It feels amazing. Make sure to check them out at copperstatetackle.com. What's up, guys? It's Tate with Copperstate Tackle. We're out here at the Shimano booth. We got our man Alex here, and he's going to show you guys the brand new Flourocarbon Shimano just dropped.
Yeah, so as you can see, won an award at ICAST 2023. It's the new Shimano Mastiff Flourocarbon line, 100% fluorocarbon, made in Japan. What's unique about it is the nano armor technology. What it does is it's just little ridges, nano ridges on the line. It helps cinch down the knot and just give you solid knot strength so that the line isn't going to slip on you. You're not going to lose some of that overall strength of the actual line. Really supple line, 4-pound test all the way up to 20. 200-yard spools at a really competitive price range, $22.99 to $28.99.
We got our man David Mullens here. He's going to break down the new addition to the Curado 200 for you guys. What we got there, David?
So right here is the new 200 Curado 200M, and this has got the new MGL spool technology in it. We took it off the 150 MGL, put it in a 200 body, and it's also got super free tuning in it. So what that is actually the tolerations are tighter on the spool, so there's no wobbling when you're casting and winding in, so it's going to wind with more power and less slop in the reel. So that's it. It's in a more compact, so like this doesn't feel like a 200 size mini, it feels like a 150, so you can throw bigger baits and not have that bulky reel. So check that out. That's the 200 Curado 200M.
We got our man Sam here. We're down at the Shimano booth at ICAST. We got the new rod, the Poison Ultima. This thing looks insane. Why don't we break down some of the key points, kind of what separates it from the other rods?
So Poison Ultima is our flagship level bass series, made in Japan. It's going to come in 2 casting models, 2 spinning models. It's incredibly high-end, basically the pinnacle of design and innovation for Shimano. Specialized full carbon monocoque handle on the casting, carbon shell grip on the spinning, all designed for improved sensitivity transmission and functionality when casting or working a lure. Spiral X core plus High Power X. It also features Shimano's new proprietary X guides, exclusive to Shimano. 1-piece frame for better castability and no line tangle with it. It's an incredibly awesome rod, and we're super excited to bring it to the United States.
We got our man Alex Davis here at the Shimano booth. He's going to show you guys the new Stradic and kind of the new features and what they changed on it for 2024.
So this is Stradic FM. And what they do, what Shimano is great about, and what I love about them as a company, they take the higher price point reels like Stella. They bring those technologies down into other reels. So you're always getting the reels that we love and know as Stradic, they're always improving. This right here, it's going to have 4 new features. Anti-twist fin. Hard to see, you might be able to see it right there, the little black piece. What that does, as a spinning reel guy, as a bass fisherman, you get a lot of times you go to reel up and you get a loop.
Yep.
Very aggravating. The anti-twist fin eliminates that, so that's one great feature. The next thing, they put Infinity Drive. What Infinity Drive is, you're not going to notice it on a 1-pounder. You get like a 5-6 pounder, big smallmouth.
Yeah.
You have more power in the reel for fighting fish. So you got Infinity Cross, Duracross. They've improved the drag. As a bass guy, that's number one to me.
Right.
Get one near the boat, all of a sudden he gets crazy, wants to make a little run. It's smooth as silk. So there's going to be none of that kind of like catchiness. It's just going to, when he goes, it's like butter. He just pulls off, pull him right on back up, get him in the boat every time. So they just make a more pleasurable experience, get better technology in the lower price point reels. So they've made this new Stradic FM absolutely unbelievable.
Down here with our man Jake at the Shimano booth. He's got the brand new revamped Intenza for you guys. Why don't you show him some of the key details and what you guys changed on the new series of the rod?
Yeah, so the Intenza's been out for a little bit, and it really didn't kind of fit our features at Shimano. It didn't fit our criteria as far as rods go. We wanted to revamp this rod, make it, start up from the ground up. We have something called Daiwa flash technology. Basically, it's a X-wrapping that we have over the blank up to the first stripper guide. Basically, it allows the blank to not flex nearly as much away from the spine. So, the way the rod's built, basically it's reinforced, so it makes the rod stronger, but also when you get a more sensitive rod, it tends to be a little bit more fragile. So that Daiwa flash really helps it have best of both worlds. Makes it strong, but also gives it a lot of sensitivity. New cork handles and available at the nice price point of $150. So new guides on it as well. So it's going to be a great rod, especially for the money. New from Shimano, the Intenza.
We're down here at the Shimano booth with our man JP. He's going to show you guys the Aldebaran BFS. This thing's super sweet, guys.
What's going on? So we got Aldebaran BFS, a new release. Really, it was in Japan already. It's first time it's been introduced to the North American market. The unique thing about Aldebaran BFS is it's a BFS, bait finesse reel, that's designed to cast baits 1/8, 1/16, 1/32 of an ounce, and they do that with Shimano's FTB, finesse tune brake. They've removed all the brakes from the spool itself to make it super lightweight. This spool weighs in at around 9 grams and is a MGL spool 3, so super low startup inertia without sacrificing durability and strength. The braking system, the finesse tune brake, is actually centrifugal magnetic. Okay. So when you cast, you can push the race down and out from this little dial to control how much braking you need. Other features about this one that they added, it's got silent tune, so it's got a vibration spool dampening bushings on this reel. It's got micro module gear, it's got X-ship, it's got a magnesium frame, and that's why this reel only weighs 4.6 ounces.
That's insane. That's insane. It's feathered.
Super, super lightweight. Small handles on it, 8 pounds of drag. It's got a cross carbon drag. So really it's designed to fish 8 pound and under fluorocarbon. I like to use 5 pound braid if I'm going to use braid, like a Power Pro, and then run an 8 pound fluorocarbon leader with it. So it has a ton of applications. It's only available in 1 gear ratio. So 7.8 to 1, and it's going to retail for $459.
We're down here at the Berkley booth at ICAST. We're here with Aaron. They got this awesome new bait for you forward-facing sonar guys. I know you guys are going to love this thing. Why don't you tell them the name of the bait and kind of what went into the design process for this?
Yeah, so the name of the bait is the Power Switch, Berkley Power Bait Power Switch. The reason it's called a Power Switch is it gives the angler control, right? When using forward-facing sonar, this is becoming a huge trend, right? Even Joe Angler, guys that aren't right on the forefront of technology, are starting to pull these into their boats. Yep. Used units, all of those things are becoming available, and it's becoming more accessible. So as forward-facing really comes on, what we're learning and what we know is anglers need control, right? They see the fish, they know what covers between them and the fish, they know how deep the fish is, they know how far out it is, and that opportunity is fleeting. That's the premise for the switch, and understanding what the angler needs from a forward-facing optimized bait. The switch can get down quick. It's got a big lead in the front, so it's going to get down quick. You can tight line it and instantly stop the fall and then start hovering it over the fish's head. If the fish and how they're seeing it on their forward-facing unit reacts positively to it, you give it more. If it reacts negatively to it, you switch it up. That's the name of the Power Switch. And you can drop it past its face. You can work it along the bottom. You can bring it back like a sinking jerk bait. You can present it in so many different ways to essentially take the temperature or the mood of the fish, right, and give the fish what the fish wants instead of trying to force feed it something it may not want. So again, it's all about that opportunity, seeing the fish, and then the angler having control to do what they want with that bait to test the temperature of the fish.
We got Josh Bertland here. He's going to show you guys the new, pretty unique twist on the gilly, a little different profile. What do we got?
All right, guys, this right here is the Shaddy from Berkley. The gilly made a really, really big impact when it came out a couple years ago at ICAST. Won Best of Show. Arizona, where we all live, The bluegill are a big deal, but hey, the number one forage is shad. And you know, anytime you can imitate a shad, you're doing something right. This bait's really unique because it's got a super segmented body, it's got a ton of action, but you can rig it weedless and fish it in thick stuff. So like you can rig it on an EWG, cast it out, reel it over the tops of trees. One really cool way that I'm gonna fish this thing a lot is I'm actually going to flip it. I'm actually going to put it on a Texas rig with an EWG and flip it at Roosevelt, Bartlett, Alamo. When those fish get in those deep trees and they get keyed in on shad, it's going to work really, really well for that. I mean, this thing could be either a big threadfin shad or even a gizzard shad imitator. And anything that eats a gizzard shad is something I want to catch.
Munch that thing. Heck yeah. He's going to show you guys this brand new swim bait Berkley's coming out. It looks legit. What do we got here, Josh?
Yeah, so we've got the Nessie, and this thing just last night won Best of Show in soft bait, so you know it's a heck of an honor and for Berkley, and it means you got a good bait right here. I've been testing these things out for a little while. They work really well in our Arizona waters. We've got 3 sizes, a 5-inch, a 7-inch, and a 9-inch. A lot of great fish catching colors, some cool, really natural colors, and a couple, you know, off the wall colors that I think are pretty neat too. So this is the 7-inch right here. Phenomenal bait. It's got a mesh deal that holds it together, so it holds up and catch a bunch of fish on one, and hopefully a bunch of big fish on one. This is the Nessie.
Right. Yeah, guys. So we're gonna get these ordered. Rapala booth. We got our man Bob Downey. He's going to break down some of the new soft plastics they just came out with, some super awesome craws. Why don't you tell them the name of them and kind of show them some of the features on them?
Yeah, so we got our 2 craw style baits is the cleanup craw and then the Bronco bug. The body styles are somewhat similar. The Bronco bug's a little bit wider, a little heavier bait, has a different style claw system than the cleanup craw. This is more of a flipping swim jig. I throw it on the back of a buzz bait type of deal. I've used it on the Elite Series a lot this year, primarily on the back of a swim jig during the shad spawn as well as the bass spawn. So when the bass are spawning like more your bluegilly colors, shad spawn, we got some awesome white colors. The Bronco bug, pretty unique bait. I've been throwing this more so on a Texas rig and flipping it in the grass is kind of what it excels at. It's a really unique bait. It has a hinge system, a really skinny hinge system, and heavy appendages here. So this thing, when it hits bottom, these claws will flip back and kind of go into a defensive mode, much like a craw does. So a couple really cool baits in the Crush Seating lineup. We got 5 shapes that came out. We got a Ned style bait, some swim baits, a chatterbait trailer, a lot of options, tons of really cool colors. Definitely check them out. I think they're going to put a lot of bass in the boat. Excited for the public to get their hands on them.
They got this sweet new jerkbait. He's going to kind of show you guys some of the key features and how it sets it apart from their other jerkbaits.
Yeah, so it's a Maverick 110, just came out with it. It'll be available this fall. A couple things I really like about it. We've got a weight transfer system in this jerkbait. You can see the balls there in the middle. When you throw that thing, they'll kick towards the tail, so you can throw it really well into the wind. Really good casting jerkbait. It's got 3 treble hooks on it, which for me is super important in getting those fish. When they bite it, your hook to land ratio is way better with 3 trebles on it. And it comes stock with red line trebles, the new red lines that we just came out with this year. Super sticky sharp. You don't need to change out your trebles on this jerkbait. Pull it out of the box and you can fish it. We got a ton of good colors, everything from your cloudy shad patterns, more your opaque colors, to your sunny. You know, we got some chrome and your see-through. You know, great perch colors for smallmouth up north and North Country. Really good color selection. Some of the standbys that we've had with Rapala forever, plus some new ones. So really excited about the new Maverick jerkbait from Rapala.
What's up, guys? It's Tate with Copperstate Tackle. We're down here at the Sunline booth with our man Preston. Preston, we got 2 brand new braids coming out. Why don't you tell them the name of them and kind of break down what they're for?
Yeah, so first off, we got the Overwatch braid. It's super slick. Casts a long ways. It's designed for spinning reels. So we've got it from 8 to 18 pound test. So we've really seen a need for long casts, super slick line, and it's metered. So it's chartreuse and green and chartreuse. So it's metered and you're able to still see your line, but it still be camouflage. And then we've got the Siglon PE AMZ We've got it in orange for spinning reels and dark green for bait caster at higher pound tests. This is it's a new material, supposed to improve slickness and abrasion resistance. So it's kind of our high-end braid now.
We're down here at the Sunline booth. They got some amazing products coming out this year. Preston's going to show you guys 2 new additions to their leader lines, and then even their FC Flourocarbon here. What do we got, Preston?
Yeah, so we got the Model FC. It's a basic entry-level fluorocarbon, really just for the guys that don't want to spend a lot of money on fluorocarbon and they're just getting into it. Maybe they use mono all their life, but they want to go towards the fluorocarbon. This is for them. So we've got that. It's going to be a very cheap price point, under $10 retail. We've got the Tepa FC leader. This is our new innovative product. This is a 10-foot leader. There's 2 in a pack. It tapers down, so it starts off at 1 pound test and goes down to a smaller pound test. So for that reason, you could do, like this one is 16 to 10. You could put the 16-pound test near your braid, have a greater knot strength, and still have a small diameter by your lure. Or you could do it the other way, do the 10-pound test by your braid, and the knot will go through your guides a lot easier. And if you're fishing around like brush or something, you can put the 16-pound by your lure for greater strength.
Yeah, guys, so this really awesome products, that Tepa, I'm really excited to try that out. You know, I like jacking them, so having that little stronger knot is going to be awesome, and then you still get the smaller diameter to your hook. What's up, guys? It's Tate with Copperstate Tackle. We're at the ZMan booth here. We got our man Miles. He's going to show us the new addition to the Micro Finesse series, which I know you guys all been loving. They even added some new juice in it. Miles going to go over that right now for you guys.
Yeah, man. This is actually a pretty exciting segment of baits because, you know, when they first introduced the Micro Finesse, you know, I'm a bass guy. You know, these were designed for smaller, you know, panfish species, yellow perch and bluegill and things like that, crappie. But really, I'm seeing a lot of really exciting, you know, opportunities when it comes to forward-facing sonar for even bass. You know, obviously, Micro Finesse, these new baits are really good for panfish still, but bass, you know, I think that is something that there's going to be a gold rush on. So they've got a couple new baits that they have as part of the system. They've got the brand new Micro Goat. Okay, you can see there, we've already got the billy goat, the goat, and the baby goat. And this one right here, same deal. It's got those nice kicking feet, very small profile. And so it has a lot of action. It just has that real small profile. It's just like a little snack. Then you've got the new Baby Baller. So this is the one from a bass perspective that I'm really excited about, because this one right here is a very good bait fish profile. You got that wide body at the front end that has that good like first month, you know, hatch of fry, you know. It's got that nice wide body like shad profile there. Then it tapers down, and then you get that little ball at the tail, and that just allows this bait to have a ton of tail action, even if you're just subtly shaking this thing. And so I'm really excited about this one because I think more and more with forward-facing sonar, you know, targeting, you know, individual fish or fishing over brush piles and things like that, even for bass, this can be a really good bait to use. And then you pair that with the micro shad heads. This right here, really lifelike eyes on it, really good overall streamlined profile, jig head, very light wire, finesse hook on it, and this is just going to be a great you know, pairing with any of these Micro Finesse baits. And you also have that really good molded on keeper as well. So overall, this system, you know, at first look, it looks like a panfish, small fish, you know, type category. But honestly, dude, this is you can catch some big bass on it, man.
Right.
For sure.
Yeah, he's gonna break down this new chatterbait and the trailer to go with it. Show him what we got, Miles.
All right. So I'm a chatterbait guy. I love throwing a chatterbait. I'm saltwater power fisherman through and through. So this right here is the brand new Chatterbait Elite Evo. So the Evo, it's got these real lifelike eyes. It's got a great head design. They've got really good selected colors from, you know, pros like myself. And the cool thing is they've got a lot of really high quality components in here. They've got a wire tied skirt there, you know, high quality skirt material. Actually, if I pull off this chatter spike, which we'll talk about in a second, You can actually see they've got a really like rock solid. I'm having a hard time taking it off because they've got these two different systems for keeping your trailers, whether it's Elastec or traditional plastic.
Yeah.
You've got this little wire keeper here, and then you've got a molded on little lead piece right there that holds on. So those combined, it's hard to take these off.
No, right?
Another thing that this bait has is they've got 3 different types of finishes on the blade. So the chatter blade, you've either got a glitter, a plated, or a painted. So a lot more options than previous chatter baits. Just overall very premium chatterbait that is just looks really good. It's got a great action, a lot of contact between the head and the blade, really good snap. I mean, every single detail was thought about with this bait. Everything from the size of the hole that connects the head to the chatterbait. So it's one of those baits that not only looks good, but when you cast it out there, one of the things you want your chatterbait to start right away. So start going side to side. This thing, as soon as it hits the water, it's going.
Nice.
So that's one thing that it does really good. And then also it has a very, very good, sharp, strong hook. It's 5/0 hook. Just an overall great package, a lot of great components. Yeah. But let's talk about the chatter spike here. So this is a new, I've been using usually the diesel minnows and the razor shads.
Yeah, yep.
Okay, the razor shads is similar to this. This is a little bit more subtle looking, a little bit more streamlined. There's really no appendages. You've got this segmented body here, and it's specially designed to create the most amount of action that translates from the action of the chatter blade. So you've got a lot of movement back here, very fluid movement, but it's still kind of a subtle presentation.
Yeah.
And so that's a really good addition to the whole chatterbait system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The new addition to the Hellraiser topwater. This thing's awesome, guys.
All right. So last year at ICAST, ZMan introduced a bait that's like completely different. It opened up a whole new category of topwater bait called the Hellraiser. They originally introduced the slightly longer version, and essentially the Hellraiser it's like a chimera. It's a mix of like a pencil popper style topwater bait and a chatterbait. And so you combine those two things, you get a lot of vibration, you get a lot of movement on the surface, a lot of commotion, real hectic, side to side action. And it just calls fish from a long distance, and it's just a really interesting, cool, productive bait. But now, this year, they introduced the 4-inch version. And honestly, dude, I think this is probably going to be my favorite size. The bigger one is great, but this one right here, it just kind of fits the profile that I like to see out there. I think that it's a more biteable package overall, and it's the same exact principle. Obviously, they've downsized all the components and everything, but I think this one is going to be a big deal, and you're going to see a lot of tournament wins on it, or just a lot of success overall.
Yeah. Our man Byron here, he's going to kind of break down the new rod for you guys, tell you what he likes to throw on there, and let's hear it, Byron.
That'll work. So the SPRO KGB swim bait rod, these are made in Arkansas in the USA. I own several of these rods and love it for the new Chad Shad 180. I throw my OG Chad Shads on it, but it's made by SPRO with KGB specifically for their new Chad Shad 180. It also does really, really well with the new SPRO Megalojohn from John Cruz, who I'm slightly partial to. But we're giving this rod away. We've got the winner, who is Suvac Kayak Fishing. You have won this rod. Perfect for Chad Shads, perfect for the new Megalojohn. Congrats, dude.
What's up, guys? It's Cody with Copperstate Tackle. We're out here at the Jackall booth. They got a new addition to the Kiera Frog series. Why don't we show them what you guys added and kind of what you guys changed about the frog?
Okay, so we got the Kiera S2 Beat. This actually has been available in Japan for about 4 years now, but with the strong name of Kiera here being such a popular frog in the US, we thought it's time to bring in the tuned version of Kiera. So this was tuned by one of our pros in Japan. He added 2 blades here. He ended up winning a tournament with it, which is why we're releasing it. So the 2 blades change the posture, keeping it a downward position. So when you're twitching it, it's more of a diving action. Well, what also this blade does, it adds splash, while having like a scratching noise. We promote that as a scratching noise when you retrieve it. But basically that same compact body, just with, you know, extra bling.
He's got this awesome, super unique top water he's gonna break down for you guys right here.
All right, so this is called the Riser 007. It's been out for a couple of years now, but man, you cannot find this in stock because of how hot this item is. So for those of you who are missing out and not familiar with this bait, it looks like a jerk bait, but it's actually a top water bait. You see this lip is actually angled upward. So when you're casting this, it will sink down. As soon as you retrieve it, it goes up to the surface, which is why we call it the riser. And once it hits the surface, it just starts skittering around just like this, like an escaping bait fish. And any fish that are schooling will just hit it. It's hard to find right now. We're trying to keep up with the demand, but it's near impossible. Jackall Riser 007.
What's up, guys? It's Tate with Copperstate Tackle. We're down here at the SPRO booth. We got this new swim bait John's going to show you guys. I've been throwing it. I've been loving it. He's going to show you guys some of the key details on there and kind of why he designed it that way.
Yeah, this is the Megalojon swim bait. It's a harness style swim bait. And honestly, I really kind of backed into this deal. SPRO sent me some samples about a year ago, and they told me, you know, what do you think of it? And I said, the profile and everything, it's cool, but it doesn't swim very well. And they said, okay, well, do you think you can fix it? And I was like, well, we can try. We can see what we can do. So we changed up the proportions, and when we did, man, it really came alive, and it kicks really hard. It's got a lot of head shake on it, like this, as you're reeling it. And that little fin actually flaps back and forth. I thought it was just aesthetic, but it really has a little bit of function. But as you can see, it's a harness style swim bait. It comes with the magnet, and all you have to do is just kind of mash the belly like that, and then you can screw that little weight in that you can either just let it sit on there, or you can dig that in there just a little bit and then have both of the treble. So either way, you can do the bottom rigging, and it's got the swivel, and internally it's got a little bit of weight to it, a little bit more weight than say other baits in this category. So I would call it like a medium diving version. You throw it out there on a steady retrieve, you're going to get it from anywhere from 6 to 10 feet deep pretty easily. So if you want to do some dirty water scoping, or just have those suckers get that hard thump and that bait get down a little bit further, the Megalojon's what you want.
They got an awesome new soft plastic coming out. Why don't you tell them the name and kind of break it down for them, John?
Absolutely. This is the Bomba 3.5. Everybody knows about this new category of soft plastics, but a lot of people still are not familiar with like what you do. Like, how do you fish it? I mean, I've talked to some really good fishermen that are just unfamiliar with this whole category. So I started playing around with the depths cover scat and like the Yamatsunuki stuff. I didn't know about the Yamatsunuki before I designed this, but there's a couple other baits in the category. I started fishing them, and if it was good and it's what I wanted, I would have just kept fishing with them. But they had some design issues that I did not like. It was a little too heavy for me. The hookup ratios were not very good, so I fixed some of that stuff, making the bait a little bit thinner, so it's not as heavy. It weighs just under a half an ounce. And really kind of the way you fish this, it's like a cross between a Senko and a Ned rig. So that's kind of what you're thinking about. This thing is going to be fished mostly weightless, but a lot of other applications will apply. Nico, Wacky, Carolina rig, Texas rig, flipping, all kind of stuff. But I'm mainly going to be fishing this weightless, and you're going to be able to skip and cast this thing a mile. You can fish it on a bait caster or a spinning rod, which is a little different than some of the other baits in this category. And it's got this hook slot that runs throughout the bottom. So your hookup ratios are going to be really good, even if you're using like 10 or 12 pound tests and having that hook hidden in there. So when you're fishing around docks, you can skip it a mile, go way up under docks very easily. It's not something that you have to be like a super crazy caster to be able to get your bait up under there. You can take that Bomba and just slip it up under any overhangs or anything like that. It's also great for fishing around shallow grass. You can throw it and you can't hang it because the weight's dispersed. So it casts really good, but it doesn't hang up. So you can bring it through shallow grass, and it's just gonna kind of like float down. It's gonna rock back and forth. It goes this way. It's a real erratic fall, and that's mostly when you're going to get your strikes. So it's also really cool because you can fish it in little ponds, you can fish it in streams, you can fish it in big lakes, Great Lakes. I mean, Florida to California to Arizona, like wherever you are going to be fishing, you're going to be able to catch fish that are less than 8 or 10 feet of water with the bomba.
Additions to the existing spunk shad they got.
That's right. Yeah, we have that collaboration with Hog Farmer where we use their name and use their molds, but we use our missile plastic, our missile scent, all that kind of stuff. The response and the sales have been fantastic. A lot of people are using the spunk shads on chatterbaits, and they're using them for the hover rig. A lot of the forward-facing stuff that's going on, the spunk shad really fits that well. But we're also adding a 3.5-inch size, so a little bit smaller size for the dudes on chatterbaits. You want that mini max chatterbait trailer. That little 3.5 is going to fit on there perfectly, and it helps you cast, helps it skip, all that kind of stuff. So that's going to be a great compliment there. Plus, there's times for that forward-facing deal. You want a little smaller shad profile. That's going to be there. But we're also adding 2 new colors in all 3 sizes. We're going to have bombshell, and we're going to have Superbug, one of our just best-selling colors in everything that we make. That Superbug is going to be in all 3 sizes. So that's the new stuff, spunk shad-wise, coming from Missile Baits here a little bit later this fall.
What's up, guys? It's Tate with Copperstate Tackle. We're here at ICAST at the Reins booth. We got our man Kurt Dove here. They got some awesome new soft plastics coming out. Kurt's going to kind of break it down, show you guys what we got.
All right, here we go. First new plastic product from Reins is the Reins Bubbling Shaker Crawl. So we got the bubbling crawl. Comes really from one of our most popular items, the bubbling shaker, right? Yeah. So the bubbling crawl kind of incorporates some of those same great things with the bubbling shaker. And the first thing is that little teat right down there at the end. And that thing creates so much action. Of course, it's got the ribs, so those are going to capture air, keep that life flight, going to keep those craws up. Real thin profile. And this is great for a lot of reasons. It creates that small, tiny finesse presentation, which Reins has been known for years and years and years. And you're going to get great hookups. The hook's going to come through that plastic real easy. It's not a thick, bulky plastic. You can also use this, because it's so thin, as a great jig trailer as well, whether it's football jigs, flipping jigs. Works awesome, and it's going to have that great lifelike action, just like the bubbling shaker does. So the bubbling crawl.
These things are awesome.
Really excited about this bait right here. This right here is the tank, and the Reins tank. This really encapsulates that new product item that's out there, what I like to call gravity baits. Gravity baits, real thick, bulky plastics that fall on their own. No weight needed with this bait right here. You can throw it on 15-pound, 12-pound, even up to 20-pound test. I like to rig it with the, of course, Hayabusa 956, a medium wire hook. I like to use the 4.0. But basically, you're just going to rig this thing, no weight, bring it right through. Again, like I said, you're just going to tie it directly onto, 15, 20-pound test, whatever you want to do. But no weight needed with this bait. Throw it out, let it sink real slow. This little bulbous tail's got lots of action to it. Doesn't look like a whole lot, but when you start moving it, twitching in the water, it's a great presentation, finesse, but power. That's the key to this bait, the Reins tank. And I hope you guys get all your tackle from Copperstate. They've got the best in Reins and, of course, Hayabusa products. So we'll see you at the shop.
It's Tate with Copperstate Tackle. We're down here at the Abu booth. We got our man Josh Bertland, and Abu's got some new BFS stuff coming out. Josh is going to break it down here for you guys real quick.
Yeah, hey guys. Pretty awesome at ICAST this year. One of the hottest new things in the Abu booth that we've had come out in a long time is the new Xenon LTX BFS. Lightweight, finesse bait casting has really been taken off. A couple of years ago, I had never heard of it. Now everyone's got some lightweight bait cast stuff, and it's not just something for people that are really into that either. Like for me, as a tournament angler, I've got usage for this stuff in a real applicable tournament scenario. Sometimes it might be throwing a small little crankbait, a lot of different, trying to pitch a lightweight drop shot that a standard reel just can't handle. This reel, everything is downsized but it's still got a great beefy drag. It's an 3-to-1 gear ratio. Just a really, really neat reel. Amazing braking for casting lightweight stuff. And with the shallow spool, you can throw something like 10 or 15 pound test braid, 6, 8, 10 pound test fluorocarbon, and that reel handles it and casts it really well. We've got some rods too, a whole line of BFS xenon rods that pair with this reel. So like this one right here is the finesse cranking. It is a 7-1 medium light, amazing for throwing small plugs. We've got like a finesse flipping. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's great for your lightweight jigs and soft plastics. But even if you're, like I said, if you're someone that just is into high-end stuff, it's going to make a great jerkbait rod. You can do a lot of different stuff with that. So highly recommend you guys check this thing out. It's going to be in the store here really soon.
We're down here with Josh at the Abdiu Garcia booth. We got some new additions in the Xenon spinning reels. Josh is going to break them down for you guys real quick.
Yeah, so a couple years ago, you guys saw the first Xenon that came out. Amazing reel. High-end reel, so lightweight, so smooth, and you know, just rock solid too. Well, we've added onto that lineup with a couple reels to kind of round up the whole Xenon lineup, and add a couple new price points too for those that didn't want to spend $500 on a spinning reel, right? So it starts with the X. It's got an aluminum frame. It's a cool-looking black and silver reel. Very solid, great drag system. That's going to come in at $299. It comes in a 1,000, a 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 size. Moving on up, you've got the LTX. So this is kind of the mid-reel in the lineup. This one is a little bit lighter. It's 5.7 ounces. It's got a magnesium frame. Makes it lighter, still super strong, super durable. This is, you know, for me, this is one of the, you know, there's always a reel that, you know, you walk by on the shelf and you pick it up and it's like, wow, I need to know more about this. This is that reel for me. I'm going to be using a bunch of these. Comes in at $399. And then the original Xenon that we've got behind us here, that was just called the Xenon before. Now that's going to be the Xenon LTX. So that reel doesn't change. It's just going to be known as the Xenon LTX. So new lineup of reels, three Xenons, 2 of them are new. Really awesome stuff.
Right. We're down here at the Bass Mafia booth. We got our man DC here. They got some awesome new hard baits coming out. He's going to show you what they are and kind of break them down for you. What we got here first, man?
All right, so this is the Dead Man Walking, okay? This is a topwater bait. Super cool colors. And the biggest thing when we were trying to make a topwater bait is we wanted a bait that has 3 hooks on it. I'm not a really big fan of a bait that has 2 hooks. I want a really good hookup. And these hooks on here are like number 4s, but you can go bigger if you wanted to. And you can throw it a mile. It's got a really good sound to it. They got some awesome colors. So let's look at this one. That color right there is my favorite one. It's freaking awesome. I love that.
Dirty.
Moving along, we got the jerkbait. Okay, this is the shot caller jerkbait. When we were designing this bait, we wanted a bait that has number 4 hooks. A lot of baits have number 6s. Okay, if you see the mega basses and stuff like that. If you put a number 4 hook on a mega bass, it sinks. Or a lot of, I mean, any bait that has that 112 size. Okay. Well, this right here is a 114. And we actually have the deep version also. But you put number 4 hooks on it, it's got a great sound. And the bill, that's a very unique looking bill. And I've thrown this bait, I tested it out, it's awesome. This will be available this coming spring, maybe in the fall. We're still trying to get it. So.
We're down here at the Cashin booth. We got our boy Jason here. They have a new addition to the Icon series in Cashin. Jason here is going to kind of break it down and tell you guys what you need to throw on there.
Yeah, man, this is the our brand new John Cruz Cashin Icon Series big bait rod. So John came to us and said, hey, we want a rod that from a big bait style could throw everything. So what we did is we went brand new proprietary blank for this rod. Of course, a couple things. It has our proprietary carbon fiber fiberglass grips. It's got our CR6R blank. All that means is it's a long, big, fancy term to say it's our lightest, most sensitive blank that we make with the raw finish. It's got American Tackle microwave guides on it, which gives additional casting distance. Also, it's got a little foam piece here as you're putting that up against your side, doing those sweeping hook sets. It's great for that, just give you a little comfort. Nice. But about the rod, what's really cool is when we designed it, it's designed for big, why we call it the big bait rod. So really,
from deep diving crankbaits, from glide baits, from big swim baits, from Alabama rigs. Anything in between, what we saw is that guys had a lot of different techniques, but they were having to use a lot of different rods, and they weren't necessarily buying rods specific for the technique. So we said, hey, let's get a catch-all that's going to have a great, super lightweight. It's a medium, heavy power, mod fast action. It's going to cover a real great wide range of baits. Also, what's even better with all of the Cash and Icon series, it's a lifetime warranty. So doesn't matter how you do it, doesn't matter how you break it, because if you're like me, I mean, it's a fishing rod, it's a tool.
Exactly.
So if you do have a problem with it, you break it, you step on it, you slam in the car door, whatever the case may be. We got the full Cash and lifetime warranty behind that. So really gives that guys that spend that kind of money for a good quality rod, now they got the security of, hey, something happens to it, and I've got it covered. I'm not out there flapping in the wind. So love for you guys, your folks to come out, check out the Cashin John Cruz big bait rod.
Yeah, we got our man Tai Au right here at the Yamamoto booth. He's going to show you guys the all-new Yamacron right now.
Hey, new for this year, we got the 3-inch Yamacron. You guys probably already seen the 4-inch. This one is just a smaller version of that, perfect for a swim jig or jig trailer. You can flip it, and again, just use it as a trailer. All sorts of things that you can do with it. Awesome bait. Be sure you guys check it out. It's brand new for this year's ICAST.
Okay, guys, make sure to check them out on the website, copperstatetackle.com, guys. We'll be in stock very soon. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Ty.
Peace out.
Got some new big worms to show you guys.
Yes, we got the Ichi worm. It's a ribbed worm with a curly tail. Gives off a lot of vibration. You guys lift it off the water, working on the bottom, and then for you got those big worm lovers, you got the Oki worm coming out here. It has a tapered tail. It's going to give you a lot of action when you move it on the bottom. Gives you that subtlety, but also has that big bait presentation to pull up those big bites. So make sure you guys check it out.
Down here with Patrick at the Leviathan booth. You guys probably just seen our recent post with the Alpha Soft Slim and all those amazing rods, but Patrick, we're adding 2 new series in, and Patrick here is going to kind of break them down for you, tell you what's good to throw on them, and these things are sweet, guys. So whenever you're ready, Patrick.
Yeah. So let's start with the finesse rod. This was our last new addition to our lineup before the daily travel rod, and it's really a unique stick. This guy's going to be rated up to 2 ounces, and the really great thing is it's you can throw your smaller swim baits like your Catchco bull shads, Shellcracker G2s, similar sized baits like that. But what I love about this is you can still tie on your conventional gear. You know what I mean? Spinner baits, cranks, whatever. It's really versatile. The uses go all across the board. But what's really exciting is this daily travel rod. This is super cool. This guy is based on our Omega Heavy. You guys might have seen that in that past video. But what's really awesome about it is it breaks down into 3 pieces.
That's cool.
Each piece is about 33 inches long. And man, it's rated up to 6 ounces. So big swim baits and a travel rod. That's just something you don't really see. And we're super excited about this blank. This is actually Jared Swafford, his signature rod, Mr. Daily. So if you guys want to check him out on Instagram, please do. But yeah, these are our 2 newest sticks in the lineup, and we're super excited to get them into Copperstate. So
we got our man here with Catch the Fever.
That's right, man. So we're going to start bringing in the whole new lineup of all the Precision Crappie Rod series. We're bringing in the Striper Stealth series. So you guys are going to have the full lineup of everything there at the shop.
Heck yeah, guys. So make sure you're watching for copperstatetackle.com. Well, we'll make some videos, post all that. We're going to have a restock of Hellcats very soon. And then now you striper guys, you crappie guys, we're going to have you guys covered with the best rod in the game. So thanks for watching. We appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
With us.
Appreciate
That's
you
awesome.
guys.
And thanks for watching, guys. We're here with our man Garrett at the Geecrack booth. They got some awesome new soft plastics coming out this year. Why don't we kind of show them what we got, Garrett, and break them down for us a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. So the first one I'm going to talk about is our new swim bait, which we call the Thin Swim. This is a 4 1/4 inch bait. What we wanted was a streamlined, real baitfish profile, something that went straight, not the whole body rolled. We wanted a good straight profile with just the tail kicking, and that bait gives you that. We got a hook pocket on the belly that you can throw a belly weight on there, 4/5 hook belly weight. If you want to put them on A-rigs. We kept the nose to where those screw locks fit in there just perfect. Put them on ball heads. 1/4 ounce to the 1/2 ounce will work well. It's going to be a hot bait, man. This thing comes in packs of 5. It's going to be available this fall. We have them in 7 colors.
Yeah.
The next bait I want to talk about is our mixer. So this is a 4-inch vibrating jig trailer. We designed it to be a vibrating jig trailer. This thing's just built a little differently. We wanted an inline trailer. We wanted something that paired on the vibrating jig and you didn't have to turn the bait or alter the bait. One that was already set, ready to go, out of the pack, threaded on. It works awesome on our weedless trap vibrating jigs. I mean, they work amazing. So we got that in 7 colors. That's going to be available this fall also. Be watching, boys, because they smash these things.
Yeah, those things look really good, guys.
And the last one I want to talk about is going to be our new Dixie flip. So I love to flip, and my partner and I wanted to design a bait that just you could punch through the thickest of mats and not have a appendage, a curled appendage. Sometimes hook grass and stuff when they're sliding in. We wanted something to punch straight through. So we did that with this design, and then we also wanted to keep it to where it hit the bottom. Those appendages, those craw appendages stand straight up like a crawdad feeding, because when crawdad's in a feeding position, a bass is going to eat it every time. So be watching on those Dixie flips coming this fall. Get you some because you ain't going to want to forget them. Thank you guys for listening. Garrett Dixon here at G-Rap Baits, ICAST 2022.
Heck yeah, guys. Hopefully they'll be available very soon on CopperstateTackle.com. You guys don't want to miss out on these. The colors, everything looks amazing, guys. So thanks for watching. Peace out. We'll see you guys soon. What's up, guys? It's Tate with Copperstate Tackle. We're down here at the Savage Gear booth. We got our man Mads here. He's going to show you guys the Savage Gear Squad swim bait rods.
Yeah, so guys, I mean, we love throwing big baits, and right next after the passion for the big baits is how to build the perfect swim bait rods, okay? So ergonomics is everything when we throw these big baits. You know, we need to put all the power in this fishing here. So perfect handle lengths, perfect grips. The alien reel seat here, perfectly designed to hold like this. You got the split front grip here, and you got our double lock system so that you actually lock down your reel and then you secure it so it never ever loosens when you're fishing, right?
That's nice.
So the one guide system here, just it's the same guide that runs all the way through, makes that perfect flow when you're fishing with the heavier braids. They're even perfect for fishing with a heavier mono if you want to do the silent part.
Okay.
And all in all, you can say the swim bait, it's both about the cast, but it's also about the swing. You know, the way that you set the hook.
Right.
So perfect balance points for this kind of fishing. And what I like is that my rods they're not tip heavy. So
Right,
you just have that
exactly.
feeling. It's just like a prolonging your arm more or less, right? So tell you with the Squad, we have the perfect rods for all of the Savage Gear swim baits.
Yeah, guys, we're going to be bringing in some of their new swim baits. Bring in these Squad rods. All you swim bait guys out there in Arizona, I know you guys are going to love all the Savage Gear products. So thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Thanks for filming with us, man.
All right. Go big or go home.
Yeah. What's up, guys? It's Tate with Copperstate Tackle. We're down here at ICAST at the Plano booth. We got Matt here. They added some new additions to the Plano Edge lineup. I think you guys are really going to like them. Why don't we show them what we got here, Matt?
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Tate. So this is the new Plano Edge jerkbait box. So this is in a 3700 platform, really a box designed for jerkbait. So this box has all the hallmark Edge features. So it's got a waterproof seal on it called Dry Lock Seal. It's got corrosion resistant technology, so it's got a pair of restrictor and water wicks. So that prevents rust from forming on your hooks, helps with that. And then it's also got an easy label system. So all those features can be found in the Edge product line. And then this box is specifically designed to hold jerkbaits. So this box will hold up to 20 jerkbaits, 10 on the top of the box, 10 on the bottom of the box. It's got room in the middle for different size bills. And it's really designed to keep your investment protected, right? You're spending a good amount of money on jerkbaits. You don't want them rattling around the box. So this keeps them nice and tight in here, keeps them protected. And yeah, that's what we got there.
Yeah, that thing's super nice. I like that one a lot. And then what's the other one we got going on
Yeah,
here?
sure. So the other box we have is the Edge swim bait box. So this is a new box designed specifically for swim baits. Swim baits are growing in popularity, and you know, Edge coming out with multiple bait specific solutions made sense to add this box. So the idea here is really to use gravity to keep those baits suspended, keep the tail suspended. Because as you know, preserving the action of swim bait is really important. Again, you really want to protect your investment, right? So this box has really two different formats. So traditional kind of horizontal variation when you store it will fit up to a 6-inch swim bait, and then the vertical configuration like that will fit up to a 12-inch swim bait. So some of the larger stuff coming out with coal shad, Nessie, things like that, of larger sizes. It's a great way to be able to protect those baits.
Yeah, guys, I know I'm excited about that swim bait one. It's always a pain trying to keep those tails straight and everything. So that's super awesome. Store your coal shads, the new Nessie in there, and we're gonna get those ordered real soon. They'll be available at copperstatetackle.com really soon, guys. Thanks for watching. What's up, guys? It's Tate with Copperstate Tackle. We're down here at the Nomad booth. We got Greg here. He's gonna break down all the new baits that Copperstate's gonna be bringing in. I know I'm super excited. Why don't you show them what we got down here?
Yeah, so we got a wide variety of baits, guys. The difference is, our stuff is very technique specific, a lot of it. It's high-end detail. We want to make sure you guys, when you're out there fishing, you guys have the best of the best. It's going to be stuff that's going to get you guys some extra or some more bites while you guys are out there. Starting off, one of the main things that we're kind of known for, we started a thing called the Power Trio. And what that is, we took a Lipa-style bait and we made it so you can fish that Lipa-style bait the entire season. Starting off, we have the swim treks. If you guys are fishing near this springtime or the fall, and you're chasing bass that are keying in on dying bait fish, the regular swim trek is what you want. When you kill this thing on the retrieve, it's going to swim its way to the bottom. Now, in the springtime, you deal with a lot of rain, a lot of that kind of stuff, dirty water. This is going to be the Swim Treks Max. A little different body style, but max vibration. So if you're looking for a lot of vibration, the Swim Treks Max is the one you guys want. Now, kind of a sleeper in the lineup out of this breed is called the Bergtrex. It's actually a TP style body, a soft body style, but this thing actually thumps really well. But it also is really good for fishing offshore and deeper water. And body stuff, heavier lengths if you want to, really get deader faster. Now, jerkbait wise, with Shikari, 2 sizes, 95 and 115. This jerkbait's a little different too. It's very erratic. So if you're a guy getting into or already a forward facing sonar guy, this is your jerkbait. This thing will make them fish react because of how erratic it is. I'm falling in love with this one more and more because we're getting into the cranking style in the season. So we have a thing called Altitude technology in a lot of our baits. And Altitude technology is basically it's a line tie that auto corrects itself for the whole cast and retrieve all the way back to the boat. And in a big crankbait, that's really important. A lot of you guys who throw crankbaits, you already know that tuning a crankbait, that's a big deal. This thing tunes itself for you right out of the package every cast, every time. So this crankbait right here in this size, believe it or not, you can get this thing down to 24 feet on 12-pound test.
That's insane. Yeah, that's insane.
That is deep for a crankbait of this size. The smaller one on average runs about 15 to 18 feet, but for that size, that's extremely deep.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We have a smaller topwater called the Chug Norris, which basically is 2 topwaters in one. You have the chugging style in the front built into it with Altitude technology, but you also have the spook style, so you can walk and chug this bait all at the same time. Square bill wise, we have the Atlas in 2 sizes. What we did was we overpowered the bill on this thing for a square bill, because when you're throwing a square bill, the one thing you're trying to do, you're rooting around in the cover. You want to get that thing through, make the fish react, and get them to bite. So the bigger square bill allows you to do that.
Awesome.
One more, we have the thing called a Maverick. Now, this is a totally different design than probably anything you've seen out there. It's kind of like a jerkbait subsurface style bait. It kind of dips, dives, jumps out of the water, hops like bait fish. It's pretty unique what it does.
Yeah.
It's just totally different.
That thing's awesome. What's up, guys? It's Tate with Copperstate Tackle. We're down here at ICAST with Justin at the Fenwick booth. They got some new goodies coming out. Justin's going to break down the new rod series for you guys and show them what we got, Justin.
Well, this one is the world class, but this is the new Fenwick. Fenwick at the high end is world class. It goes from Fenwick world class all the way down to Eagle. So there's 4 different price points. Starting at Eagle, it starts about $99. HMG's $150, Elite's $250, world class a little bit over $400. This one we have is our top of the line world class.
Okay.
But we spent a whole lot of time actually doing ergonomic studies and working with groups that work on surgical hand tools. This is a very, very unique handle. It's kind of a cool handle. It looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
But the way it fits your hand is the true key to it. Sorry, the tag's kind of in the way. But you're going to feel a lot more sensitivity with your ring and pinky finger. So that's just kind of how your hand lands in that. So it's very comfortable. The grip's very nice all the way through. So we have from the highest performance level all the way down into Fenwick premium entry level, which is right about $99.
Perfect.
So there's 246 different models that all were designed and all launched at this show. spin, cast, everything. Covers from bass, inshore, walleye, salmon steelhead, predator, and trout panfish. All the models all the way through. So lots of rods, lots of opportunities.
That's awesome. Yeah, guys, so make sure to keep a lookout on all our Instagrams, copperstatetackle.com. I'm super excited to bring Fenwick into the shop. They got some really nice stuff, guys, and thanks for watching. Thanks, Justin. We appreciate it.
Appreciate it.